Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of October 18, the Standing Committee of the Bronx People Council had the regular session in October 2024. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Bronx Party Committee, Chairman of the Bronx People Council, chaired the meeting. Attending the meeting, there were Ms. Nguyễn Đại Thi, member of the Standing Committee of the Bronx Party Committee, Standing Vice Chairman of the Bronx People Council, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, member of the Standing Committee of the Bronx Party Committee, Standing Vice Chairman of the Bronx People Committee.
The Standing Committee of the Provincial Council met to consider and comment on the Provincial Committee statements, which included resolutions on titles, some allowance regimes, and part-time for part-time workers in communes, works, towns, hamlets, and quarters, as well as resolutions on policies to attract and support teachers at public preschool educational institutions in the province between 2025-2030. Furthermore, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Council reviews and comments on the contents recommended by the Departments of Provincial Council. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm suggested that the departments of the Provincial Council, the Office of the National Assembly Delegation, and the Provincial Council continue to review the opinions of delegates attending the meeting into reports and documents to submit to the Standing Committee of the Provincial Council for consideration and decision to promulgate according to their authority.
The Bronx People Committee recently released Plan Number 3230 on October 15, 2024, which aims to strengthen the party leadership in the development of social housing in the new scenario.
Accordingly, it aims to complete 11,900 social housing units in the province, removing temporary housing for poor households, supporting housing for meritorious people, and increasing the housing area per capita to 33 square meters per floor per person by 2030. To achieve these goals, departments, agencies, social political organizations, people's committees of districts, towns, and cities need to focus on 5 key solutions: propagating, raising awareness and sense of responsibility for social housing development, reviewing and perfecting the legal system, promoting decentralization, clearly defining responsibilities in state management of social housing development, improving the efficiency of state management, the coordinated responsibility of agencies, organizations, and enterprises in the development of social housing, and implementing housing support policies for beneficiaries of social housing support policies. Mobilizing and effective using capital for social housing development, innovating social housing management and development methods and models.
The Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism reviewed the planning of the network of cultural and sport facilities, planning a tourism system for the period of 2021-2030 and the vision of 2045 on October 18 in Hanoi. The vision to 2045 for tourism system planning from 2021 to 2030 covers planning scope, perspective goals, development orientation, priority project goal, and planning implementation solutions. The overall goal is for Vietnam to become an appealing destination with high tourism development capacity by 2025. By 2030, tourism will have gradually become a leading economic sector, moving in the direction of green growth and become the destination with the world leading development potential. For the planning of the network of control and sport facility for the period 2021-2030, the Vision 2045 clearly states the development direction including chair subject, museum network, library network, cinema facility network, performance art facility network, network of cultural and art exhibition facility, network of cultural centers in the country, Vietnamese cultural center abroad, network of research and training facility specializing in culture and art, cultural village tourism of Vietnamese ethnic groups, the basic for the citizen control data, The general goal is to develop a network of synchronous modern and identity national control facility, aiming to build a national image associated with the acquisition of the control quintessence of the times, meet the standard according to regulation and practical needs, ensure the good implementation of the task of preserving and promoting the value and identity of the nation culture. The conference also noted the contributions of delegates from locality on the implementation of the planning, from which the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism will issue the specific plan to implement the two plans. Planning is an important policy for locality, is a base to attract investment resources for control, sport and tourism development in its locality. Ladies and gentlemen, implementing the motto use culture to develop tourism, use tourism to reserve and develop culture. The city is currently aiming to build historical cultural relays and scenic spots. The area will become a series of new, attractive and unique tourist destinations imbued with unique local characteristics.
Implementing the resolution of the Tripartite Congress term of 2020-2025, TayNinhTV has issued many plans to implement tourism development tasks in accordance with the actual situation in the locality in a focused direction, in which identifying festival, spiritual and belief tourism routes as the main and strategic tourism routes on the basis of exploiting the advantages of Baden Mountain National Tourist Area to spread and lead the city's tourism development, associated annual festival events to create more attraction for visitors with the destination that is also broad in local culture. The city is also building a number of festival routes such as Key-in Worship Ceremony at Taiping Communal House, Hiệp Communal House, and then combined with Baden Mountain Spring Festival, Linh Sơn Holy Mother Worship Ceremony, as well as Javong Ridge Mandarin Festival in Thanh Tân. And currently, one of the points that the city is coordinating with the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of TayNinhTV is expected to be the TayNinhTV Festival at Khmer Kheton Pagoda in Thanh Tân, Khmer, also forms a cultural tourist attraction. In TayNinhTV, there are currently 13 historical cultural relics and scenic spots, contributing to preserving the cultural, historical and traditional values of the monuments. In the past time, the City People's Committee has restored and embellished 7 out of 13 relics with a total budget of 12 billion 290 million Vietnam dong. In the direction of 2025, the city plans to restore 2 more monuments, namely Thái Bình Communal House relic and Saint Trân Hưng Đạo Temple relic. The City People's Committee directs relevant units to review and edit the history of monuments, as well as build data from QR codes attached to 13 out of 13 of these relics. Whenever visitors come, with or without a guide, they can access to know the images and history at the monuments in the city, both ensuring digital transformation and developing tourism in a smarter and more effective way.
Đảm bảo là vừa thực hiện công tác chuyển đổi số, vừa phát triển được du lịch một cách thông minh và hiệu quả hơn.
It can be seen that the exploitation of historical cultural relics and scenic spots into tourist destinations is a suitable direction with the potential and strengths of tourism of the province in general, of TayNinhTV in particular. That not only brings socio-economic value, but also contributes to the preservation of those cultural heritage.
On the afternoon of October 18, at the City Party Committee, there was a meeting to celebrate the 94th anniversary of the traditional day of the Party Committee office, October 18, 1930, October 18, 2024. Attending the event, there were Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary of the Bronze Party Committee, leaders of local party committee, and a large number of officials, civil servants, workers of Party Committee office in the province. Over the past 94 years, we therefore persistent, and dedicated effort of many generations of cadres, the office of party committee at all levels have formed and cultivated a glorious tradition, absolute loyalty to the party, and political stability. In TayNinhTV, the process of formation and development of the party committee office is always associated with the process of formation and development of the Bronzo Party Committee. The party committee office has constantly grown and developed, worthy of being a general advisory agency, advising and effectively serving the leadership and direction of the party committee at all levels in the locality. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Wimanhom congratulated and expressed his gratitude to generation of cadres and civil servants of the party committee office through the periods. At the same time, it is recommended that officers and civil servants of the party committee office must regularly strive and train to improve their political courage, revolutionary quality and morals, unite and cooperate to do well in preventing and fighting corruption, negativity and waste, pioneering in digital transformation, creating a new transition, improving efficiency in the leadership, direction and management of party committee as well as the government.
In the past few days, the weather situation in the province has been erratic. Rains accompanied by thunderstorms appear in the evening. In order to ensure the safety of people, TayNinhTV Urban Works Transport Company has urgently carried out tree pruning, preventing the risk of trees breaking and falling, causing danger to people. Accordingly, tree pruning is carried out regularly, focusing on areas with many large and high-risk streets such as Nguyễn Trãi Street, Cách mạng tháng 8 Street, TayNinhTV City, Nguyễn Văn Linh Street in Hoa Thanh Thảo. Many people expressed their peace of mind and satisfaction with the company's proactive measures. The company wishes to receive cooperation from the community in protecting the living environment and at the same time continue to implement safety measures to protect people's life and property against complicated weather developments.
Ladies and gentlemen, currently, cardiovascular disease is increasing and becoming a health problem in the community. Early detection of signs of cardiovascular disease not only helps improve treatment effectiveness, but also minimize possible dangerous complications. And recently, TayNinhTV General Hospital has officially put into use the subtraction angiography DSA system. This is a modern medical equipment that meets the needs of medical examination and treatment for people with heart disease, occur in the home province. According to information from TayNinhTV General Hospital, in the same year, the number of patients with cardiovascular disease coming to the doctor has been increasing, in which there are cases of coronary artery disease and need early intervention. However, hospital transfer for myocardial infarction patients affect the golden time for early intervention and is unsafe on the way. Thanks to the attention of the leaders of the Bronzo Party Committee as well as the Bronzo People Committee, since 2018, TayNinhTV General Hospital has invested in the SA machines, as well as a system of intravascular ultrasound machine or connecting machines to do cardiovascular intervention. Those are very modern devices. For the beta deletion angiography DSA system is a modern medical device to diagnose, intervene promptly and effectively vascular-related disease such as myocardial infarction and myocardial ischemia, cerebral stroke, peripheral vascular disease. The system is modernly designed. Sensor technology at the operating table is smart, flexible, improving the function of clearly seeing blood vessels, capacity and high service efficiency. Previously, in August 2024, the hospital operated a test DSA scanner to diagnose and intervene in the first patient. After 7 weeks of interventional cardiovascular operation, TayNinhTV General Hospital performed 42 interventions, including 24 standing cases, with the support of doctors of General Hospital. Today, achievements are achieved through seat transfer, and there have been nearly 50 cases of TayNinhTV people who have been treated with high technology. Coronary scan and intervention now has successfully carried out the first cases and is independent on your hands. It can be said that the cardiovascular intervention department of the TayNinhTV General Hospital officially went into operation, which is an important step of the medical industry in the examination and treatment of cardiovascular disease. This is considered a breakthrough in public health care, creating conditions for people in the area to enjoy advanced technical medical service.
On June 11, 2010, the Prime Minister issued decision number 850 to take October 3rd every year as the traditional day of Vietnam land management. After 79 years of construction, growth and development, Vietnam's land management industry has made many efforts in performing the tasks assigned by the party and the state. The activities of the land management sector have achieved many important achievements, contributing to the liberation of land resources, making land an important resource in the country's socio-economic development.
On the morning of October 18, at the Thanh Border Guard Guest House in Tân Thuận Hamlet, Lê Thuận Cam Muôn, Bến Cầu District, a meeting took place between the Thanh Border Guard Command and the Border Protection Management Force, border guests of three provinces, Viêng, Reven, and Tabukomum of the Kingdom of Cambodia. Within the framework of the conference, the two sides evaluated the results, studied the existence and solutions in the coordination of the border protection, the fight against ram and illegal immigration. On this occasion, representatives of the Thanh Border Guard Command and the Border Protection Management Force of three provinces, Viêng, Reven, and Tabukomum of the Kingdom of Cambodia, signed the minutes of the meeting to continue to strengthen the coordination of the border protection management.
At the meeting, Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường gave basic information about the operating apparatus and some outstanding results in the implementation of the station's tasks in recent times, in which emphasized the application of information technology and digital transformation to professional activities. Leaders of specialized departments of the two units also discussed in depth about the implementation of the ordering mechanisms as well as the norms for the implementation of royalties for various types of radio, television, and digital infrastructure according to current regulations. At the same time, the radio and television station also share about the management mechanism, operation, and some solutions in the implementation of policies related to the mechanism of financial autonomy. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Quang emphasized that during the strength and working session, the unit has learned useful and practical experiences in operating management, especially in the implementation of remuneration and royalties.
Ladies and gentlemen, the system for implementing tuberculosis prevention and control activity is still limited in the rural health system, which is not uniform and not highly effective. People are still discriminated against, feel guilty, and still hide their illness. This is the information given at the conference deployed that the Prime Minister Telegram number 25 on strengthening tuberculosis prevention and the preliminary briefing on tuberculosis prevention work in 2024 held on October 18 in Da Nang City. On March 25th, the Prime Minister issued official telegram number 25 on strengthening the prevention and control of tuberculosis in the very heavy situation of the tuberculosis in Vietnam, ranking 11 out of 30 countries with the highest burden of tuberculosis and resistant tuberculosis in the world. In just a short time, the toolkit is completed, which is 3 handbooks on the process of guiding the diagnosis of tuberculosis associated with basic medicine treatment of pulmonary fungus. In less than 2 months, September and October, nearly 11,000 positive cases of tuberculosis bacteria were detected, increasing the number of tuberculosis patients detected by about 500 cases after Spanish birth test subject. For example, the 500,000 test kit is very important. That's a very important tuberculosis test tool, and we allocate it very reasonably and use it to the fullest and in accordance with the direction and very effectively allocate the budget, medicine, supply, equipment. There is a collective work to work together. Guangdong detected 1,600 cases. However, we rapidly detected 300 tuberculosis cases. When the anti-tuberculosis program provided us with mobile device, we mobilized and detected community tuberculosis cases for management and treatment. However, tuberculosis prevention still has many challenges. The system of implement tuberculosis prevention and control activity is still limited in that the rural health system is not uniform and the efficiency is not high. People are still discriminated regarding, do not pay proper attention to their health. There is still a hidden disease, therefore it's but also suggest anonymous treatment with a group of subjects who do not want to reveal their identities. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.